Hey guys, it's Paul with the Canadian Shooters channel. Today I want us to take a look at the disassembly of the Norinco 1911. We're just gonna do a quick disassembly. I'll show you how it comes apart, and I'll show you guys a closer look of the finishing on the inside and all that stuff. So let's get to it. All right. So the first thing you want to do is obviously make sure that the firearm's not loaded, that it's safe to handle. Then we could get into disassembly right away. First thing you want to do is you got to take the bushing, the recoil spring out. So what I like to do is, because it's kind of hard, it kind of hurts your fingers if you try to push it with your hand. You can do it, but I just prefer using a tool, just a piece of metal. So what I do is I just push it down, and then you got to spin the bushing to one end, and then keeping tension on the recoil spring the whole time so it doesn't pop out, and jump out anywhere and smack you in the eye or something. Now, after you have the recoil spring in, next step is to pull back the slide. So this little notch on the slide lines up with the slide stop. So once that's there, you could pretty much push down on here and pop it out. Once that is out, then the slide will come right off from the rest of it, from the frame of the pistol. So there's your frame. Let's take a quick look at it. It's Chinese made. Doesn't look too bad. On the inside, it could be finished a little better, but it's decently made for what it is, for the value, for the price of this gun. So let's just put that aside for now. And next step is, obviously, you could take out the recoil spring. You could take out the guide rod, which this actually is a full-length guide rod. Some people like that in the 1911, some don't. To me, it doesn't matter if it's full-length or not, but that's just how it comes in the Norinco 1911. So then you could just slide. You have to spin the bushing the opposite way to be able to pull it out. Take out the bushing, and then slide out the barrel. You have to slide out the barrel through the front of the slide. It's not like most of the guns nowadays and everybody's used to, where like a Glock or even a M&P, where you just lift up the barrel here and slide it out the back. It has to come out the front. So, and quick look at the inside, just overall look at the slide. That's what it is. Looks pretty good. I like the the silver, this color on it and everything. So that's the slide there. And there you have it. There's your disassembly of the Norinco 1911. That's all you need for cleaning. You would just obviously wipe it down inside, give it a good lube. Well, not lube everywhere, but you just wipe it down on the inside, clean off all the gunpowder and residue and stuff, and clean out your barrel. There's the look at the barrel. So that's all it is. It's once you do it once or twice, it becomes very simple. So you might struggle a little with it the first time. I know I did. Being like greenhorn, first time I ever picked up a 1911. I did struggle a little bit to take it apart, but now is no problem whatsoever. So to put it back together, just reverse all the steps that you've seen. So let's just put the barrel back inside. Slide it through the front of the slide. Let's put the recoil, the guide rod. Let's put it back in. You make sure that this little ring here is facing upwards, because afterwards that's what catches the slide stop goes through. So put that in. You could put your recoil spring in. Oh, sorry, before you put the recoil spring in, it's probably a good idea to get your bushing in there, just because afterwards you won't be able to spin it. So put it in. You put it in, and then spin it around this way. Then you could put your recoil spring in. After I put the recoil spring in and have it set up, I like to you know, put this little ring resting against the guide rod. At that point, you could take your frame, slide it on. Okay, slide it on and make a second cutout in the back here has to line up with the hole, and then put your slide stop back in. Now this is the tricky part. Might become a little tricky. It's still a little tricky for me. You know, make sure that the cutout's lined up here. But in order to push this back up, I found that I have to use a tool like a screwdriver or something to push back this little nipple here in order to get that in, get the slide lock in. So once that's in, we could focus on the front of the gun. You know, get the recoil spring on here. Put this in, push it down, spin the bushing a little bit. Once again, I like to use a piece of metal or just something so I could push this down and then get that in, and there you go. It's put together. Final steps, do a function check, make sure the slide, you know, slides back and forth, locks open, it's all good. Do a dry fire test, make sure that it resets. Yep, and it seems to be functioning properly. Everything's good. So there you guys have it. That's the take apart of the Norinco 1911. Alright guys, so that was a quick look at the Norinco 1911 disassembly, you know, a quick look on the inside. You know, I hope this video actually helps some of you or most of you. It's winter time, so I haven't been able to get out a lot and, you know, and shoot and record any of that, just because it's Canada and it's bitterly cold in you know, the winter time. So but I am looking, you know, I am going to be doing more videos once spring rolls around. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of outdoors, you know, shooting and just really cool stuff. So, you know, stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. On the spring, the whole... Well, that's exactly why you want to keep tension on your spring.